The negative effects on children in a juvenile detention facility. According to writer Ross Richards of the Daily Beast, there are over 70,000 children locked up in some type of facility, including a juvenile detention facility. Children who end up in a facility are more likely to end up back there or in prison once they're adults. Juveniles, unfortunately, are not being treated right in these detention facilities, or being degraded there. Today, I'm going to discuss with you the problems with these facilities, the solutions to fixing them, and the benefits to them. Let's first discuss the problems in these detention facilities. Detention facilities are designed as a prison but need to be designed as a rehab center. There are many factors that have a negative impact on the children there. There's overcrowding, lack of education, lack of recreation and family time, lack of a proper meal plan, lack of treatments and visits with the nurse. And these juveniles are looked at as hardcore criminals, not as troubled children. This basically means that these kids are in these facilities for runaways, or maybe stealing, or maybe on drugs. These kids aren't not in there for murder or anything like that. Really, anybody who murders or rape, basically, they will get sent to adult prison, basically, depending on the state. We need to remember that these kids, they are 17 and under, and they are still mentally and physically developing. According to writer Alyssa Figueroa of Salon, 40% of youth offenders who serve time in Florida's prisons committed crime within a year of their release. That places them back in jail. Let's now discuss the solutions to these problems. Better security, limited spacing, and a required program are all the changes these facilities need to have a positive effect on the juveniles there. We need to have stricter security there. This means cameras that rotate all throughout the facility, more security guards basically that are there 24/7 all day long, surrounding the whole facility. They need to have the proper training to be able to see the signs if somebody's, about to commit suicide, or if there's a fight that's going to break out, or if there's any sexual victimization going on there. The better security will hopefully prevent a lot of these incidents from happening. Limited spacing must be enforced. This means there's a lot of overcrowding there. Overcrowding means that there's going to be more fights, more issues. There's going to be a lot of kids who are not going to get the proper treatments they need because there's less staff, more patients. We need to balance that out with enough staff, with enough juveniles that are going to be there. And a required program must be followed every day. The lack of all these issues that I said before, if we have these facilities that are more as a rehab versus a prison, then these children are going to get the proper help. Just like a rehab for drug addicts or alcohol addicts, these facilities will be able to help these children so they don't end up back in these facilities. So if they have a better meal plan to follow, or if they have more free time to exercise and for family time, and are able to see the doctors every day to make sure they're not sick and get the proper medications, as well as education. Education is very important. So just because they are not locked up, or just because they are locked up, does not mean that they don't deserve their education as well. So there should be teachers there every day giving these children their education. So let's discuss the benefits to these solutions. Juveniles will benefit by getting the proper help and treatment they need. Like I said before, if they are treated as more rehab rather than a prison, prisons, they really don't care about the children or adults there. They just want to punish them for their acts. But these are children. These are not adults. Like I said, they have still not fully developed yet. So they will get the proper treatment they need. And the community will also benefit by the children or their children getting the proper help they need, because once these children come out, hopefully they will be better behaved, they won't redo any kind of crime or run away. Hopefully they'll have the proper help that they need in order to do that. And making these changes to detention facilities will benefit the juveniles so they can have a happy and better life. These are not adults, these are children, like I said, so they deserve to have the staff there want to help them so they do not end up back in any type of facility. In conclusion, as you can see, detention facilities need to be designed as a rehab center, not a prison. Better security, limited spacing, and a required program are the changes needed for a positive effect. These 3 things will really make a difference on the children there. If the staff and the community are willing to help these children and not degrade them or mistreat them, then they're going to have a more positive effect rather than misbehave again. What you, the audience, can do is encourage your children or the children in the community, as well as others, to guide them on the right path. Thank you.